With a yo-ho-ho, it's Taylor the Toaster, and in this video, we're gonna play Inazuma 11 Victory Road! Or as close as we can come in any capacity. I'm not even sure what I titled the video yet, but hopefully it wasn't too deceptive. But, although this might look like Inazuma 11 Go Galaxy, and this is completely unmodded gameplay, we're gonna do something to make it feel just that tad bit more like we're playing the real thing. I'm of course recording this in a few days before the big info drop regarding Inazuma 11 Victory Road is meant to happen, and I can't record anything to do with that because I'm going to be on a plane to Sweden on the day that video releases, and I'm not going to have any equipment with me, so that sucks. But at least I can play it 1 week ahead of time. There's early access. Now let's stop bigging it up. Right. So this is my 3DS. I'm playing it normally, except I'm holding it slightly more aloof, which I'm going to have to keep doing again. No emulator, but what it says is get your stylus ready. I'm also going to get the console ready, because if you've been following the pre-release for Inazuma 11 Victory Road, there's 3 ways you can play that game. Number 1 is with controller, and then you play on the Switch with your Joy-Cons or your Switch Pro controller. The other normal way is to play it like this, on a 3DS, like top to bottom, move your characters up the screen, and basically treat it like a mobile game. Or the third method of play is to turn it on its side, and you can go left to right with the Switch's horizontal screen. Basically, you can either hold your Switch like this. Well, you don't hold it by the middle, do you? But I could play Inazuma 11 like this. Can I unlock from my face cam? I think I'm going to the eShop here. Yeah, I can go left to right, or you can play Victory Road like this, top to bottom, and then make it look more like the 3DS games used to. So I'm gonna play Inazuma 11 Go Galaxy as if it's a Switch game. So I'm gonna be holding it like this for the rest of the video, and the footage on your screen will have just changed as well. So this is the BIOS for Northern Fang. I'm gonna do a match in a competition route against a formidable team like Northern Fang, and I'm going to try and S-rank it. Now I'm realising the immediate problem in that although I'm now reading my 3DS on its side, the recording software on the computer has not changed direction at all. So I'm just gonna re-navigate. Hey, if I face away from the facecam, you can even see the gameplay through here, so you can know without a doubt I'm not cheating. So that works okay in the end. It could be I'm also facing away from the microphone now, so I don't know what that ruins, but it could be that this will be really, really easy, or it could be impossibly hard to work out. But let us try to do the match against Northern Fang in a competition route. They're level 60, but they're also a very good team. I also haven't played Inazuma 11 in weeks. Let's try and play this on its side and see if it makes any difference. So I've got the choice between Tefel and Turg. Let's go more left, shall we? Alright, so it doesn't make a huge difference at first, but when the passes just go completely the wrong way, it's pretty startling. Of course, it's not enough to just win this match, because, you know, I've played enough Inazuma in my life to hopefully at least manage that. We need to at least try for an S rank. This is a real competition route video after all, and eventually I need to make my competition routes guide. All of Arian's moves have fully leveled up here on this save file by the looks of it, except for Typhoon, Tornado, Hurricane. So I'm at least going to try and S-rank a match against Northern Fang on its side. What happened? I just moved right into the field of danger. Okay, well, we're going to need another one of these things. Victor's out on the field, but this is a bit dull to just use Arian and Victor. So we've got a totem out. Let's go for Dracul and his fighting spirit. And while we're on about it, you know, this is a very vaguely Inazuma 11 Victory Road themed video. So let's just talk about that, especially because I unfortunately can't really make any videos when the actual Victory Road news drops. What are you guys hoping to see at that news announcement? And just what are your hopes for the game in general? I think the main things I wanted were just a good story mode with characters. How am I going to do this without getting people offside? This is one of the things that's made me think the most. Mike can take the pass. So that should be pretty straightforward, right? As long as I don't miss the goal. When holding it like this, I didn't know. I didn't know if I'd just completely missed, but... Alright, Typhoon, Tornado, Hurricane. Let's give it a go. Yeah, it does seem like in Victory Road we're going to get an original story with brand new characters and seemingly no involvement from past characters in that. They'll all just be locked to the legacy mode, which is kind of exactly what I want, honestly. I just kind of think, you know what? We've had Inazuma 11 Aries where it's new characters being tied into the original characters' plotlines. Even Go had them as adults. We might as well just have a completely authentic experience where they just aren't involved. Where is Dracul? Right, over there. And then the main thing I want, I don't think they would be likely to touch on it at the level 5 broadcast, because it's not just an Inazuma broadcast, it's all 5 games at level 5 are trying to release at the moment. So it shouldn't go into huge detail, but I just want pal packing gone so that I can actually recruit whoever I want in a normal playthrough of the game, make it feel like one of the classic games. Because I think I'd be pretty confident in saying Chrono Stones might be my favourite game in the series if it didn't have pal packing and just didn't let me recruit whoever I wanted throughout the main story. Inazuma 11 3 is still my favourite game because the recruitment's at least fine and it does have heavy nostalgia going for it and some of the best characters, but you know, Chrono Stones really speaks for itself. I don't know where I'm going. I was going straight to the left, but it felt like the right decision while holding my 3DS like this. I need to try... Well, the special tactics come into it at some point. Will I be able to read? I don't have enough TP to go for anything here, do I? See, this is the thing. I'm going off instinct here, and I'm making my characters go around the pitch okay. But I also can't read, so I'm not paying attention to the TP whatsoever. How much does Arian have left in the tank? He's got 34, which is enough for a Zephyr shot running in the 90s. Well, brilliant. Nevertheless, maybe that'll waste one of your special moves, eh? On one of the best ones in the game. Gigabyte Geyser. How much stronger is this going to be? Yeah, we need Arian off the pitch immediately, and we'll pick someone to take his place. Victor, let's... Yeah, he's not going to be able to take that. Well, oh, wait a minute! The slight level advantage. Can you get past this one with a Silk Road? Arian, can you chain shot? How am I going to move him when I'm holding the... you know what, I can't. If I was holding that the right way up, I'm sure I could have moved Arian into place and he could have had an extra Zephyr shot on top of this, the Earth Infinity, but like this when I can't tell what I'm doing, I doubted myself too much. I didn't want to screw up the entire shot, so here's just a normal the Earth Infinity. Hopefully they let it in anyway. 1267, how much was the Gigabyte Geyser again? It doesn't matter, we do get our second goal. Can we S-rank this under these conditions? Well, we'll find out. Only 17 minutes down, but yeah, it's like, I think we know all we need to know about the characters being locked in the legacy mode. Like, I'm confident we'll have Bylong and Ozrock and Jordan and anyone that you can think of that I could possibly ask for. They'll all be in it at this point. The game's been in development for long enough that they couldn't just leave them off now. So I'm not worried about any characters that I particularly want getting cut or that sort of stuff. I just hope that the main story is relatively interesting, because it does seem like something that the devs didn't necessarily plan for. They were just, you know, they were meant to be making an Ares game, and then they weren't, and now it's meant to be a big celebration of the series where it's got everyone ever, and they've kind of haphazardly had to give it another new protagonist and all of his mates in school, and it's like, you know, Ares had to retread a lot of old ground, and they tried quite hard to make it different, and then Orion especially is another FFI, and again, oh wow, that's a completely misplaced pass. What am I, Bachira? Let's try and make it work anyway. We did manage to catch up. Yeah, I just kind of think, what, this is including Ares and Orion as stories, just pretending that they had games. Well, that would basically make this season 9 of Inazuma now, and it's like, how many ideas can they really have to just talk about, you know, football-y guy goes through school and then gets better at it, or in this case it's a manager. Like, it doesn't need to be anything groundbreaking, but I've just seen Nocturne, which turns the screen upside down, and it's just rotated so that I could see it from another different angle. Right, so that's the most right way up Nocturne has ever looked for me. Nocturne, one of the best Eurovision winners of all time, by the way. I'll just slip that one in there, seeing as that is the reason I'm missing the Victory Road presentation. The whole reason I'm going to Sweden next week is because I'm going to Melodifestival in the Swedish qualifier for Eurovision, because I want to see Loreen. She's the singer of Euphoria, one of my favourite Eurovision songs of all time. Well, just one of the best Eurovision songs of all time. It's not an unpopular opinion. I named my bloody fighting robot after it. If you've heard of modern day Eurovision, you've probably heard of Euphoria, but wow, 11 years later, she's back to try and represent Sweden again. So I thought, you know what? At the time of booking the flight, we hadn't heard her song yet. We just knew it was called Tattoo, so I thought, based on that, it was probably going to be a bit rubbish. So I just thought, right, Sweden's too good at this Eurovision thing. I don't think she's actually going to qualify for a second time. It's great that she's giving it another go, but I don't really see her as that likely to get it. I'm doing Upside Down Nocturne again. I figured she wasn't actually going to win the Swedish qualifier, so I wanted to go to Sweden and see her, one of my favourite singers of all time who I've never seen. So I'm like, right, well, I'll just go to home ground. As it turns out, apparently her song's amazing, and it probably is going to win the Swedish national final, so maybe she was going to be in Liverpool anyway, and I could have just seen her in the UK. But you know what? Never been to Sweden, so it should be fun. I just wish the Victory Road presentation was at any other time. It was supposed to be in late February, and I've been doing... It's late February now, case in point. I'm doing nothing. I could have easily recorded something then. I can't do it when I'm in Sweden, but never mind. Maybe I'll just do a random video walking around Stockholm and just give you my loose thoughts. Victor, you're going to have to win this on long shot. We've only got 2 minutes left now. He's got it. I missed. I didn't know where the shoot button was going to be. I missed it again, but I still clicked it in time. That's the biggest challenge of this whole on its side thing the whole way through. I missed the long shot button twice, and the entire S rank rests upon it. It may not go in anyway. Vac Attack has blocked it. Alright, well that kind of killed the suspense, but yeah, maybe I'll just do an off-the-cuff video talking about Inazuma while I walk around Stockholm or something, but I can't promise anything good, which is really sad. It's not even like it's the same day. The broadcast is while I'm in an aeroplane. I can't do anything. There's a second half. You know how I can't read? I didn't pay any consideration to the fact there was a second half at all. Right, well, it feels like I've failed. I just treated that first half as the whole match and messed it up, but you know what, alright, we continue then. Let's get one more goal and then let Don't let them score on us. That would be a shame, wouldn't it? I haven't even fully S-ranked this route. Like, I got an A rank in the previous match, which I did earlier today to unlock this one. So what we're saying is basically, I actually get a lot better at Inazuma 11 when I'm playing it on its side. This does feel like a disadvantage, but clearly it's not. Like, yes, I can't read. Yes, I can't find the long shot button. And yes, some of my passes are going to be a bit more awkward. But it's working. So, I mean, clearly I'm the best Inazuma 11 Victory Road player in the world. And that's why they gave me early access. They knew that I wasn't going to be available during the news presentation. So they just gave me a copy. And here it is. I'm really enjoying this control scheme where you play the game on its side. I hope this is enjoyable. I may have misled everyone just a teeny weeny bit with whatever I chose as a title and thumbnail, but this is the first time I've played Go Galaxy in months. Like, I need to get prepared for the level 99 competition route matches, but do I go for Executioners? Yeah, I guess I might as well. Like, could be leveling up some Tezcat moves, but the Executioner's axe lands into the sideways ground and shoots towards me. That's how it works. Capoeira grab is not enough. So, Rip Brazil. It's definitely not a Brazilian player. He's just representing their moves. Damn, what have I done? There you go. I could read that when I gave it a second to concentrate on it. Victor, you must be like long done by now. No, apparently he's just leveled up. Do you need to? No, he's already good on Sideswipe. So the main thing I need to level up on Tezcat is just his dribbling moves at this point. So we'll let him do that later. That was a close match. I think I read in the end 259, 269. Could I possibly mess up the best special tactic? What if I go for a grand plan? Wait, no, I don't. If this was Chrono Stones, I would have said, you know what? I've already got the 5-0. We ball. Let's just do it. But because I don't actually have it in this Go Galaxy save file, fine, I'll cheat and lose. They just beat March of the Penguins. They've got to be the best team in the history of the game. And then immediately Gaiden Soundtown goes in for the auto block. Well, fine. Let's go for a... I don't know where I was going, but let's just try and see how far we can get with Cadence. He's got 154 TP. Go on, pink-haired Cadence Soundtown. I've already forgotten who he's meant to be mixy-maxed with. But yeah, I've just covered... I've just covered how to get him in the QR codes video, and now we're actually finally getting to use him in practice. In reality, I've been using him for my entire playthrough of Supernova, so I've been using him a great deal. But here's his shot. What have you got? You get Ganymede Ray. I'm a foreign Malaysia. Blah. There's one for the people who were born in the 90s and the turn of the millennium for you. 450 gets blocked, but you know what? Ganymede Ray does make for a fun shot block, and he's leveled it up. So Cadence Soundtown, you turn him on his side and he evolves. He's like an Inkay. Pokemon X and Y. Jungle Jam, there we go. Cadence Soundtown has been my chain shot. Or I may have gone over this before, but the main defensive plan I have on this team is I get Cadence Soundtown to set up a long shot with Samba Strike and then immediately combo it into Caleb with Emperor Penguin number 3, and then whatever happens to be in front of the rest of them after that point. So Tezcat, fine, let's keep this going. He's gonna need a new formation now. He's finally fully evolved Emperor Penguin number 3, but I think for the first level 99 competition route, which I really should record immediately, I'll go with a familiar roster and then do what else? Go Black Ash. You don't need full shooting power. This match is done and dusted. It's It's one of my favourite moves as well. Gotta love a bit of Black Ash in Inazuma 11, especially because it looks so much better in the game than it does in the movie. Wow, that was close! Whew! Apparently Black Ash kind of sucks, but we'll make it work. I think Soundtown and Caleb together becomes Sadens. Oh, fine, we might as well try. Let's get them swapped for Eric Eagle and Goldie Ricardo. What have you got? No, I can't tilt my head. That's against the rule. I nearly just forfeited the match there by trying to read better. If I go like this to read properly, then I lose. So I'm letting myself off with that one. I was in a menu and I didn't commit to it. I never actually read the words that I was intending to read in the end. What a way to bow out. If I just completely mess this up, I have to quit out of the match and then lose all of my progress that I've worked towards. Clearly I need some additional form of challenge after turning a touchscreen game on its side. Surprise, surprise, it doesn't actually change that much. So when we do eventually get to Let's Play Inazuma 11 Victory Road, I'll have to have a good think on which control scheme I actually want to use. Which one would be best for the layouts. Maybe I just see whatever the day one Let's Players who jump on the game immediately are using for their layout, and then I just pick the other one to make it look different. Obviously, yeah, currently I would be doing some day one coverage of Inazuma 11 Victory Road when it comes out. I obviously can't just not make videos about it, but in terms of my actual Let's Play, I'd want to have at least played through the game in my own time, and then come back and do a slightly more informed Let's Play of it later on. If you want a day one LP, well, that's what TXM Top Spurs is for. I'll still have some day one content when it drops, even if it has a different release date in Japan versus English. I'll find a way to get it. Come on, Mike! Let's get Mike involved. Mike. No, it's Jordan's turn. The only character on this pitch that I can say I like even more than Mike, and he's lost as well. Well, maybe it's Mike's time. Maybe I do prefer him after all. I'm going to take a shot. I immediately found the special tactics button. Didn't struggle with that one at all. The long shots under pressure were a bit frightening, but the tactics, clearly I'm used to mashing that one out of disadvantage. Easy peasy. Let's just get this out of the way. Oh, well, never mind. I can't Bicycle Blade, so should have just gone for a Silk Road. The only thing Victor's got left to level up alongside the Earth Infinity. Northern Fang, are they the one? Ah, they're offside. Saved by the bell. Goldie, let's just get this over and done with, right? They could shot block me. They could score in these final few minutes of the game if they just happen to have a perfect shot blocking move. As in a counter shot, not just weakening it with Hunter's Net. Yeah, you can weaken it all you like. I've already won. Wow, shot chain, never mind. Let's go. Oh, Zoom Dive Drive. I couldn't even tell who's my character from the side. I wish it could have been Mike. Get in there with your Gaussian goal. Mike, by the way, on this team is only level 40. Like everyone else here is extremely high level, but Mike, I think I added to him the previous time I played the game. Forgot he was there, and now he's back, and he's won. He never touched the ball, but Luff Emit, you're right to Kiv. I got a victory. There we go. This was Inazuma 11 Victory Road, and I completed a whole competition route, a Supernova exclusive competition route that got me Formation Legacy and Snowstorm Leopard. Well, that's brilliant. So I will just quickly save the game, and then I might as well claim some kind of exclusive super... Why does it say linked route BB? This is definitely Supernova. I guess the route is named after the fact that I special linked it with Big Bang to unlock this. Sure. Well, that was a previous video anyway, if you want to see how the linking process works. What video would that be in? Well, that's a good question. And I know I've done separate ones for QR codes and the SD link, but well, this was somewhere anyway. So I need to quit without saving after this, so it can be in the competition routes video. But wow, I got Godspeed, the worst special tactic in the whole game. Is it better or worse than Dark Thunder? There's your comment question of the day. What's actually better and what's worse out of making your team quicker and making the opponents slower? Probably Dark Thunder, but yeah, I would be able to have another reward if I got an S rank, but I didn't because of these teams. Oh, this one doesn't allow any shooting moves. Well, that certainly would have been a challenge. Girl Racer was just entirely my fault. So that was Inazuma 11, Go Victory, Big Bang Road, Galaxy. See you in another video where we do something a bit more normal. This video was Alexander Greensmith's idea, by the way. Tell him.